Hey, what's up, guys? Joe Madden here for Picks and Parlays, coming at you with some free college football picks. Looking at this Saturday slate, we're going to go over the matchup between Michigan and Nebraska. And then we're going to look at Auburn versus Oklahoma. We've got a loaded Saturday of football picks for you. And if you're looking for the rest of the free plays out there from the top handicappers at Picks and Parlays, make sure you do go over to picksandparlays.net and click on that free picks tab. You'll also over there find one of the best odd screens around, you guys. You don't want to miss out on that. So go to picksandparlays.net again and click on that live odds. You want to make sure you've always got those live odds open when you're betting on these games. So that's picksandparlays.net. And then I want to remind you guys, while I have you, about the Weekend Warrior Pass that's going on, because while these free plays can be money, those best bets are definitely where you want to get your money in on. The Weekend Warrior this weekend, get every football play available from the handicapper of your choice. So that is college football, the NFL, Saturday and Sunday for only $49 from that handicapper of your choice. And then as an added bonus over here on Picks and Parlays, they'll also include any plays that they have on Football Monday at no extra cost at all. So you guys make sure you go on over and grab the Weekend Warrior. So let's jump into the Michigan game, Michigan versus Nebraska here. So when we look at Michigan versus Nebraska, we are seeing Michigan enter on the road as the favorite. They're laying 2.5 points. We're getting Nebraska plus a 2.5, or we're getting them on the money line. That money line price is plus 105, you guys. We're then seeing that total sitting at 47.5. So looking at this matchup here, I do think this is going to be a tight battle, just as the books expect. You look at Michigan, what have they really done? Like, have they got that significant win that they've been needing thus far for us to really back them as a 2.5-point favorite on the road with Bryce Underwood? Now, Bryce Underwood has emerged really as a dual threat quarterback, but we're looking at him. He's been inconsistent in the pass game. He's got a completion percent of only 57.5%. And then on the other side here for Nebraska, we've got Dylan Raiola. I do think Dylan Raiola is the stronger quarterback of the two. Now, a couple things to look at for Nebraska. They are under Matt Rule. This is his third year with Nebraska. They're looking to get a statement win. Now, Nebraska's lost 27. Yeah, you heard it. 27 consecutive games against top-ranked teams. So we're looking at Michigan rolling in here as a ranked team, and you got to wonder, can Nebraska get over that hurdle? I think they can. I think they can break this losing streak versus ranked teams out here. I'm willing to take Nebraska at plus 105 on that money line. Now, it's not the best value in a live betting situation, could come into play. If we see Michigan get the ball first and drive that ball down the field, I do think it would be a solid way to come back in on Nebraska at that point when you're getting more plus money. Now, I do think this is an interesting one because I could see points being at a premium with these two defenses. Neither of these teams has allowed more than 25 points thus far this season. Running back Justice Haynes, I do think needs to be impactful here for Michigan. I'm looking for him to be able to put up those yards on the ground. You look at Justice Haynes here, and with the inconsistencies of Bryce Underwood, I do expect Michigan to come out with a solid run game. Michigan's rushing for an average of 242.7 yards per game this far on the season, ranked 15th in the country. So they're able to put up those yards on the ground, and Justin Haynes has been so strong. Michigan's strength does lie in that dominant run game. So looking at Justin Haynes, he has a prop of 85.5. I do think he gets there. Give me Justice Haynes over 85.5 rushing yards. When we look here at Dylan Raiola and we look at the offense here of this team, they've been able to move the ball up the field and down the field, but the problem has been here converting in the red zone. We're going to need Dylan Raiola to find a way to convert those touchdowns here on Michigan, which is going to be hard because, like I said, both of these defenses have been standing tall. Now, I really like what we did see out of Nebraska's defense versus Cincinnati. They held them to only 17 points on a neutral field, so they came out really strong. I do think their key target for Dylan Raiola in this game is wide receiver Dane Keys. I'm looking for him to get in the end zone. Now, Keys to get in the end zone for Nebraska, you're only getting it at plus 170, but I think a plus 170 mark is a solid way to go with him. Now, the defense here of Michigan is only allowing 14.7 points per game. So they have been so strong. We saw them how they were able to slow down Oklahoma's offense and force those turnovers. So Michigan's going to be there, you guys. Looking at this one, I think the total is where your money wants to be at, as well as Nebraska. I like the total under 47.5. Nebraska plus the 2.5. And again, I would look at Justice Haynes here for Michigan for over his 85.5 rushing yards. And then wide receiver Dane Keys here for Nebraska to get that anytime touchdown. Now let's look at the matchup between Auburn and Oklahoma. Oklahoma laying 7.5 at home. This one has a total of 46.5. When it comes to this matchup, the big storyline is Jackson Arnold coming back to Norman. Yes, Jackson Arnold did a transfer in the offseason from Oklahoma to Auburn, and he's going to make his return here today. Now on the other side for Oklahoma, John Mater coming out. Comparing these quarterbacks, we've seen so much success. This is the first time since 2000 that two SEC quarterbacks have had 4+ passing touchdowns and 4+ rushing touchdowns through the first 3 games. So both of these quarterbacks looking nice and solid. The real difference comes here between the passing yards they've been able to put up. We look at Jackson Arnold. Jackson Arnold coming into Norman here has only put up 167 passing yards thus far, and John Mater has put up 314.7. Those rushing yards are coming for both of them. Jackson Arnold at 64.7 through the first couple of games, and John Mater here at 53.7. And again, passing and rushing touchdowns for both of these quarterbacks. Jackson Arnold, 4 passing touchdowns, 4 rushing touchdowns. John Mater coming in for 5 passing touchdowns, 4 rushing touchdowns. And like I said, you guys, this is the first time since 2000 in the SEC 2 quarterbacks have been able to hold this record. I'm looking here at an Auburn team that's looking to go 4-0 for the first time since 2019. The book's not expecting them to be able to get the win, making them such a large underdog in this matchup. They do need to run the ball and not make those mistakes. We know Auburn made a lot of mistakes last season, but I do think looking at Auburn in the first half is where you want to go. Why am I looking at Auburn in the first half? Well, it's because you look at Oklahoma. You look at their last game, and Mason Thomas was taken out of the game for targeting last week. So looking at Auburn to come out strong in that first half and be able to win that first half before a top defensive player is back out there for Oklahoma just makes sense to me. So for me, this is all about Auburn coming out strong with Jackson Arnold in that first half of this game while Mason Thomas is out. I'm going to look at Auburn first quarter 3-way money line for a little sprinkle. That's coming in at plus 220 for them to win the first quarter. Now, remember with that 3-way money line, you can't push. You're going to lose your bet if you do push there. Auburn in the first half, they are grabbing 3.5 points at minus 102. I will take that as well. And I'm going to look at their first half total. If Auburn's going to put up some points, I do expect it to come in the first half. Give me Auburn's team total in the first half over 9.5 points at minus 114. You guys, we've got a great Saturday slate of college football. I want to make sure that you guys get all of those free plays over here on Picks and Parlays. So hit that like, hit that retweet button, hit the subscribe, and hit that notification button so you don't miss out on any of these free play videos coming out from the top handicappers here at Picks and Parlays. And also make sure you do check out picksandparlays.net. Hit on that free picks tab over there, as well as those live odds. You want to get those. That's the best live odds screen that you'll find around. But you guys, don't forget about that Weekend Warrior pass as well. The Weekend Warrior, $49 for your handicapper of choices. Saturday and Sunday football plays. That's college football as well as NFL. As a bonus, they're going to chuck in their Monday plays at no extra cost. So make sure you do go on over and check that out. You can grab all of the handicappers' best bets over on picksandparlays.net. You guys, you can join me Monday, Thursday, and Friday for all Joe Madden here on Picks and Parlays. Don't miss out on any of the great content we're pushing out here at Picks and Parlays. Thanks so much for joining me today. Until I see you next time, stay hot, you guys, and let's make some freaking money.